Giggs. Giggs. No. Rhodri.
Is there anything that Lionel Messi is better than you at?
It's opinions. I respect the opinions. Maybe in your opinion Messi is better than me, but in my mind I'm better than him.
I do it again.
Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up, I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what, add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up, I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what, told her if it's all me, everything is on me, gon' back it up, matter what, told you I'ma do me, why you hating on me, it's not adding up. Do roll like a Mack truck, country heart, I might cop a farm and go act up. Lot of scars, I was cold hearted, now I'm back up. Keep it real, I do this once a month, I don't rap much. I just hit the money and go stack up. Only buy cars and get tatted up. All that other bull, it don't matter much. You only climb me, I put the ladders up. No fault, I done doubled up on the workload. I think I fell in love with the bankroll. Pray up, get money, then we lay low. Add it up, I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what, add it up,
Yes guys, I'm Si. Welcome to Ace Podcast Nation. Welcome to Rhodri Giggs on Football. We're here for a great show again. We're going to fly through with lots of different football stories, bit of Championship, bit of Premier League, bit of this and a bit of that. Of course, we'll talk our Super 6 predictions a bit later on. And there's no top 50, no top 10 list this week, unfortunately. But I am delighted to say that we got a special guest. As always, I'm joined by Salford, FC United, Bangor City, Aberystwyth Town, Mosley. I can't think of all the rest of them, but there's loads of others. Mr. Rhodri Giggs, how are you, mate?
Yeah, good, mate. Thanks. Good. Special guest tonight.
I know. It's a special show, mate, isn't it? So I'm also very, very happy to say that we are joined by ex-Wales, Cardiff, Celtic, Crystal Palace, Newport as well, mates. Joe Ledley. Been around all the big clubs. How are you, my friend?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you both?
Very good. Very good. Very good. So for those of you who don't know, yesterday on Cardiff City World, actually, not on Ace Podcast Nation, we announced the next City Legends live event with Joe Ledley, which is I was very happy to say. It's on the 6th of July at Splott Conservative Club in Cardiff. Tickets only £10, were absolute bargain, and they've been selling very well in the first few hours today, I can definitely say. But very, very excited to have Joe come in, and we're going to talk about his career. He's going to share some stories, and like if the previous events are anything to go by, we'll hear lots of stories from Joe and different things. It's they're always a lot of fun, those nights. They've been really, really well received, and I can't wait for this one in July.
How many have you done of them now?
How many? So we done 3 before Christmas, which were kind of like tester ones, just to get a feel for it, get used to where I was going to put the cameras and stuff. And then we had, so we done Andy Campbell was the first one. Obviously, that was the easiest one to start with because he's my mate. So it was just a nice, relaxed one, but it was really, really good. Then we done one with Daz Purse, which was equally very, very good. And that was really interesting as well because you've got the other side of it. So you had like his, the career and everything, but also he's the manager of the 23s at Cardiff, so he gave like an insight to that. And then we did Chops, Michael Chopper just before Christmas. And then we got Willie Boland on the 10th of May. And then the mighty Joe Ledley on the 6th of July. Are you looking forward to it, mate?
Yeah, I am. Do you know what? I've done a few of these Q&As before, but majority of them have been up in Glasgow. So I'm looking forward to actually, doing it back home in Cardiff and reminiscing and talking about, the good times we had at Cardiff, but also some bad times, with financial stuff when we nearly went under, but also, reaching a few finals and playoff finals and FA Cup finals. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it back in Splott as well, in Cardiff. So hopefully we can get all the tickets sold reasonable price, like you said, £10. So
bargain.
hopefully see some familiar faces down there.
I'm sure we will, mate. Yeah, I think it's going to be it'd be like the interesting thing I found with the names I just mentioned is because they've stopped playing now. They find it a lot more easier to discuss things and stories. Like you mentioned there straight away, like the financial side of Cardiff is like storied, isn't it, over the years at different points. And obviously you could be able to delve into it, give your point of view, share some memories, I'm sure. Played with some great players, mate, as well. You know, just at Cardiff, you played with some unbelievable players, let alone, you know, Wales and Celtic and Palace and that. But who was your favourite player? Well, I don't ask you too many questions about your career because I want to save it for July. But who do you think is the best player you played with at Cardiff?
At Cardiff, I think the most gifted was probably Jason Kumas. You know, what he could do with the ball and his both feet and his technique was just unbelievable. Some of the goals he scored were top goals. And I think he was a little bit more professional off the pitch, then he would have gone, you know, a lot further in his career. You know, he'd been playing week in, week out in the Premier League without a shadow of a doubt. But, you know, these things happen and players decide to do certain things. But, you know, he's so gifted. The way he used to carry that ball, he was just glide through people. We had some very good players. You know, you could talk, you know, Danny Gabardon and Robert Earnshaw, and, you know, the list could keep going. But I think overall, Jason Kumas was just the one for me.
Yeah, he scored some unbelievable goals for Cardiff at like vital times as well. But funny story with Jason Kumas. When as Ninian Park was kind of coming, like before they closed it and stuff, we did a tour, and my oldest boy, who's now 19, 18, he was a baby, and we went around and did like the tour in Ninian Park, and we sort of came into like a cafe, kind of not a cafe, but like a sort of lounge area or whatever, and Jason was in there, and the players, obviously it wasn't planned for the players to meet these people. And it was like a big, huge group of people who were on a Ninian Park tour, and he was just cornered. Like just then, obviously everyone wanted photos and stuff like that. And I've got a picture somewhere of him holding my baby, and he looks so uncomfortable. I look back here, I feel sorry for him, like, because he really looks like he's just like. He's nice bloke, like from what I mentioned, but what a player! Like what a player. So Joe, obviously, like you're back in Cardiff and loving life because you're back in God's country, which is the main thing. Back in the capital. What have you made of Cardiff season this year?
I think it's a lot better than the previous few seasons. I think it's a working process still. You know, obviously the manager at the moment is, you know, you've got to give him time, you know, a full season. It has been better. I think there's still a lot more from this team which can come out. I think there's different areas which they need to improve on. But yeah, I think it's definitely a progression sort of thing. It's better than the last two seasons and what we've seen. And, you know, it's all up in the air at the moment, isn't it? Whether he's going to stay or whether he's going to go. It depends what level Cardiff really want to go, whether they want to push on and go for promotion and get a new manager, or they just trying to work the process with Al at the moment and try and continue what they're trying to achieve. Yeah,
I mean, funny enough, I just said to you just before we started about Palace when Vieira was in charge, about like I felt that if he had been given a bit of extra time, he could have pushed on. And I kind of feel the same way about Bullet as well. Like I think he's done quite well with very little at the moment. So maybe if you can give him a bit more, he can push on. Rhodri, one of the things which I've got no doubt we'll discuss with Joe on the night in July is that summer of 2016 over in France and Wales. What's your memories of Joe in that tournament, apart from the dancing, I suppose, because that's legendary, isn't it?
In 2016, did you say?
Yeah, the Euros, yeah. That Welsh team.
Well, it was just good to be involved, right? Because we haven't been involved in a competition for so long. And the boys have done so well to get there, you know. it was just great to be there and see the Wales team playing in a major competition. So yeah, win, lose or draw, it was just great to see them there, and obviously did really well. And yeah, we just went on from strength to strength. But yeah, it was always, I remember I was 16 and Paul Bolden. It was a reserve game. I was at Torquay at the time, and it was I literally playing a game. I could hear him saying Wales have got a penalty. I could hear him, and then obviously he missed it. And so I go back that far of not seeing a Wales team in a major competition. So yeah, I was just happy to see him there.
Yeah, it was special.
Like for the boys, Joe, when they went over.
Oh, it was unbelievable. We were with each other at such a young age. I was making my debut at 17, Ramsey 16. So we've been with each other for such, I don't know, nearly 10 years, really, over 10 years. And, to be that team to qualify for the major competition for many years is just so special. But, I think it was off the pitch. The team bonding we had was just unbelievable. It was like a club sort of situation and club environment which we had. Everyone got on. There's no arguments. We were always having a bit of fun, a bit of banter after games. So it was just an unbelievable achievement. And I think if you look back and you ask any of the players who were involved in that, I'd be surprised if they didn't say that was the best time of their lives. I spoke to Bale before. I've seen a few things he said. He's won numerous Champions League and La Ligas, and he said his best time was 2016. It was just one of those special occasions where just the whole nation and players, they were all just together and just couldn't believe what we were trying to achieve. And, on a different day, if Aaron was playing and Ben Davis, maybe we could have gone on to the final, but, we done as well as we could. Probably overachieved, to be fair.
Well, yeah, I don't think anyone expected us to get far, out of the group or much further than that. But from a
Welsh, underestimated that, mate. When you have these club mentality, the Irish had it. That's where they did so well back in the day, and this Welsh team had it. And it can take you so far when you're all together, you're all on the same page.
Yeah,
yes, you have your fallouts, but you move on pretty quickly. It's brilliant.
I mean, from a Welsh point of view, like as a fan, I think well, I'm 42. You're a bit older, Rod, isn't it? But we had come to just sort of come to terms with the fact that Wales were never going to get to a tournament, because you've seen so many close, misses, and like you mentioned the Bowden miss, and there was the Russia game and all these different occasions. And I think when we got there in 2016, it was just so special. Just overall, and like Joe said, the fans and the team it just felt like everyone was really, really close. Did the players feel that from the fans as well, Joe? Yeah,
definitely. We tried to have that because, Wales, we've had some unbelievable players and unbelievable teams over the years. But I just thought, even as players were saying, there was just no connection with players and fans. So, we tried to make it more of a connection with the fans and try and get them involved as much as possible. Like the national anthem now, we that was us who decided just to play it for, a few seconds, cut it out and let the fans sing it. I think that's so beneficial for players. And yeah, I just thought the connection here was huge, and we couldn't believe what we were seeing. We'd see all the clips as well back home with everyone in the park, in the fun parks, and beer flying everywhere. So it was great. It was brilliant. We loved it.
Do people still mention the dancing, mate? Because I was looking at the comments now, and there's people saying, "Are you going to dance on the night and have a few beers and stuff?" So,
yeah, I'm sure they'll come out on stage. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, do you know what? I didn't expect it to be as big, because it's not the best of moves. Like, I've got better ones than that in my locker, in Cardiff on a 3 o'clock at Mill Lane or something. But it was just one of those things where the boys picked up on it when we qualified in Bosnia away, and they just said continue doing it. And I thought, if it makes them happy and everyone else, then I'll just do it. But I didn't expect it to be as big as what it was.
Yeah, it definitely went viral, mate. Definitely went viral. But then, it was just another thing which brought the fans and the team back to close together. Do you know what I mean? Because I think it felt like, from a fan point of view, if you see the players are not just playing well, but they're enjoying it, they're together, they're celebrating the victories with you, and I think that makes a massive difference. Right, Joe, obviously, want to let you go this evening, and we don't want to obviously burn through all the stories as well. And I can't control myself; I'll just keep asking you questions. but like, I'm really, really looking forward to July, mate.
Yeah,
and it's going to be real good. If people want to get tickets, 6th of July, £10, absolute bargain. Ace Podcast Nation presents City Legends with Joe Ledley at Splott Conservative Club. All the details for the tickets are in the episode description. They're also all over our social medias and stuff like that. So it's very easy to get the tickets. So go get them and come join myself, Joe, and everyone else on the evening. And we'll have a good old dance. And maybe we'll ask some questions and have some discussion as well. Joe, absolute pleasure, mate. Thank you very much. And
cheers, guys. Thank you. Have a good show.
Cheers, Joe.
Thanks for having me on.
All the best, mate. See you in a bit.
Have a good